Hello, welcome to the show. Today is Monday, 20 Monday the 17th, 2020. And this is the um I guess episode 18 uh post California trucking show this weekend. That thing was a hoot. Is that a good word? It was it was brilliant. That's a good word. It was brilliant. I I'll break it down like this. It's totally free, but how the association does it, it's the California Trucking Association, is they hold it for free, and some of the vendors didn't like that. I asked, not some of them, I literally only asked one, but I got the vibe from her that they didn't like it because it attracts a lot of like families and kids that are not really within the industry that are looking to do serious business, and it kind of like distracts you. And she had a point. She was I want to kind of give out a shout out, but she had like a fuel solutions business for companies, where they can save money on fuel. But um, yeah, I wanted to I wanted to get inside more, but I stayed more outside with the truck. But day one, I'll break it down bit by bit. I um, let's see, I Friday night I got off early to get up early Saturday morning to get to the truck around 7 a.m. And I think I pulled up over there 7:38. I want to see what time did I stop? 8:30, 8:15, 8:30, somewhere around that. I think I never realized it because it's so busy. There's so much interaction with people, so many faces. It's it's like it's like a shock of how many people you interact with compared to my daily routine. But it was good. I got there. I got there and they parked me next to what's his name, Enrique. He has his own day cab, and it was like a blue Cascadia. I think it was like a maybe a 16, 17, 18. We didn't really get into his equipment, but he was a nice guy. He brought his family out, and he was um, um, really good guy. So, and then on the side of him was I think it was his first year, but then on the side of him was a veteran, not a military veteran, but well, maybe, I don't know if I didn't even ask him, but it didn't feel like he was, but um, his attitude and his spirit was kind of like he was not a military, but anyway, he was David, and he had a dump truck, and um, he's been he's not a first timer to the show. I remember he was there the year before, and he's probably been there for a while, showing up and contributing to the show, because his truck is really nice. He has a dump truck, a black and orange dump truck, and I believe he's contracted, or he has a deal with Monson and Sons. They're like a dirt. That might be wrong, but they're like a dirt hauling company, and yeah, he was a really good, cool dude too. Um, for sure, we'll be going back 2023 in October, but yeah, those are the main people that I interacted with. And there was what was it? Um, I interacted with anybody that came towards me. So, but the first day, Saturday, I got no referrals. Um, I think it had to do with me standing closer to the truck, me holding the Isaac control system in my hands and engaging with people and asking them, "Hey, how's it going? You guys are drivers." I didn't really do none of that. I was just watching people come by and look at the truck and letting them enjoy, because I didn't want to bother them. So I let them do that. So from there, on Saturday, um, I left kind of early because I wanted to get rest, so I can be up early again at 7 or around 8. I got there on Sunday, and then that's when I engaged. I dressed a little differently as well. I On Saturday I wore a silly shirt. Don't talk to strangers, and um, and I was sitting most of the time because of my back. I can't stand. I should have been sitting in the truck and letting people come up to me, um, but I didn't. I just posted the company's um, the company's promotional material that they let me borrow with permission, and I took it and brought it back. And but that saved me a lot of breath, so they can just read it, and I'm like, I can just at the finish when they're reading it, I could drop in a, hey, do you have any questions? And I did that mostly on Sunday. I got more engaged, and I got about four people. One of them was a couple driver, a lady driver, and her couple. She they One of them had experience and the other one didn't, and she was interested in going to interstate or something because they had some sort of program, but now there's no more interstate. Harlan purchased them, so I don't know. I connected them. I submitted the information through the Isaac app, and we'll see what goes from there. See, sometime this week, I'm sure they'll be getting in touch with someone in recruiting department to see what kind of options they can offer them, because teams are great in any company. And I kept telling anybody that would approach me, like, hey, well, any company is really good. Like, this one is pretty much in the same ballpark as every other large corporation, like or Swift or Knight or Saya or XPO. All these large corporations, they got a handle on it, so they know how to. They're not. You're not gonna be getting smoke blown up your, um, you know, smoke being blown in your face, because they don't. Like, these companies don't have time to be losing drivers. Like, they have a specific schedule and agenda to be making money. So that's what it is with these large corporations. So that's why it's kind of good to and they're all about their business. So there's not going to be no skip or jumping or any silly games with your paycheck. And I recall my buddy worked for Lucas Oil, and he started getting one or two times where, like, the department would mess up on his miles, and they weren't paying him the miles or something. They kept glitching on it. And I'm gonna, like, my company too, like, I gotta stay on top of it, because if you don't stay on top of it, it's gonna slip and go by. And it's most of the time it's like a system computer. Like, you can't really blame people because you don't know if it is or if it isn't. But majority of the time it's like some silly glitch, and that's what I blame. I blame the computer and the system. Like, and I just bring it up to the driver manager. Hey, can you guys double check this and make sure this is correct? And then they go look, and then I write down and you should be writing down your hours on a piece of paper or like a cell phone app or something, keeping track of that. So because at the end of the day, who's taking care of your paycheck but you? Like, you're earning in it, so make sure you collect as an employee. That's your responsibility, 100%. Yeah. So Sunday was a great collect time for me to get those possible employees jumping onto the team, and that's the Eddie special, I guess. That's my special that I was offering all the drivers. Actually, the team driver, I think I told him I would share $1,000 for them if they join, of the $3,000 referral bonus that the new hired driver joins, does their first delivery safely, drives 10,000 miles safely, and I think drives another 20,000 finally safely, and then they'll pay me taxed. It's obviously taxed. They take it for Uncle Sam, and yeah, I would definitely. I like the experience, but I gotta like, I don't know. One of these other drivers are gonna go with me. I'm gonna find the one that wants to go, really want to go, and then tell them, hey, reach out to the safety department and tell them that you want to go. I know it's silly for the person that doesn't want to do it, but it was confusing for another driver too. Well, people don't got time, and they got families, and they don't want to do it. So it's like a rare opportunity. But if a large corporation you should be jumping on it. Like, That's what I want to tell everybody. Like I'm figuring out what to tell people now that tell me no, they don't want to go, and they wave their, they like dismiss it like it's a joke. It's funny. It's hilarious for me. Like, oh, I'm like, there's a gentleman here at Heartland Express. I wanted to put him on the spot. I'm like, but I didn't. Like, all right, let's go inside and talk. Was that your wife inside, or is that your um uh your girlfriend inside or something? Let's go talk to him and see and ask her if it's a silly idea for you to come out to a show where there's an accumulation of people where you can possibly make a $3,000. Let's see if she thinks she doesn't. Let's go ask her if she wants $3,000 or just leave it on the ground. Let's see what happens. If you find $3,000 on the ground, you're not gonna pick it up. Like, that's the mentality I want to. But then that's kind of like, kind of mean. You're kind of like aggressive in it. But anyway, I just let it go. I'm like, all right, dude, whatever. All right, whatever, dude. Let me have. I'll take it. But yeah. Hopefully, I get a I'm gonna get the orientation soon. The gentleman soon on here. His name is Jerry. Orientation supervisor, manager, planner. The I don't know how to introduce him. He's just the orientation guy at the terminal at Heartland Express in Rancho Cucamonga. He's willing to do it, so I'm glad I'm gonna have him on. Also, I got lined up. Well, the time, it's all about timing, like getting the right timing and making sure they're up for it. I have a 4 million miler coming on. He has 4 million safe, unavoidable or avoidable incidents. He's obviously had some unavoidable incidents where it's just impossible. Um, it's close to impossible to be 4 million miles without an incident or accident. So he will be on. His name's Ray Aguilar, and finally, hopefully, we'll move up to as well the terminal manager, Jeffrey Hare, here at the Rancho terminal. And I'm curious to get information on him. I've already asked him some questions about when he started here and a little background, but I didn't get information about like if he ever. I believe I was under the impression that he drove before, that he has experience driving, but he oversees a lot of drivers, and he has some great insight that's going to share a lot of good light on this industry. So about safety. So hope you guys enjoy. Thanks for listening, and have a nice day. Thank you. Have a nice evening.